All right, y'all. Pacers just beat the Knicks in Game 6 to make the finals for the second time in franchise history. Pretty amazing stuff. Really gritty and hard-fought series, making people old and young get that 90s feel. I clipped up some highlights after Game 5 the other day and wanted to go over some of the stuff I liked and didn't like. So to start, you see a little moving screen coming this way from the cat. Should have been called whatever, first play of the game. Doesn't really matter that much, but you see more motion coming up here. Brunson curling around. Mitch for the little dribble handoff. Works really well, but Neesmith just did a really good job getting around this screen. And I give him props to that, but Brunson just loves that ISO ball, so there's a certified bucket. All right, so this is what I really wanted to look at here, because Knicks had a lot of defensive breakdowns over the whole series, and a lot of them are just really, really stupid fouls, or they just can't get back on defense for some stupid reason, don't cover their man. Whatever it is, drop coverage or not, they're just not getting on their man, especially behind the three. And this is a great example right here. So you're going to see Halliburton dribbling from half court. You see Thomas Bryant set a nice little screen here. And then he dribbles down, draws the help defense from Mitch, and gets an easy look. Mitch comes down here because the screen, Mikal wasn't able to get around, so Mitch comes down for the help and leaves Miles Turner wide open, which you really can't leave him open wherever he's at. He's the best shooting big in the league, and you cannot allow that to happen. Here we go, swing, and bucket. Gotta give a shout out to Mitchell Robinson, because what he did for the Knicks this series, especially when they started him playing all these minutes, he really made it worth his time. And just a play like this just shows how important his presence on the court is. Brings the ball up from top, little dribble handoff for Brunson. Stays on the screen for Neesmith, so Brunson still gets that space, and comes down for the slam. Alright, this play I really like because it's a double high screen. Love it though, because Mikal stays with the man. You see there's two options here. You got Mitch wide open in the paint. Obi's covering him, but come on, let's be real. He's eating Obi for lunch. And then you got Mikal over here, who's going to swing it to Cat, which is what they end up doing. But either way, I really like this play, and they executed it perfectly. Because Mikal could have shot that also, but he decided to swing it, swing, Cat, splash. This is a nice play here. Brunson gets picked up by Miles Turner, as you can see. So Mitch has Nembhard right here. And when Cat sees that, all he thinks is barbecue chicken. Gets the ball up top, swings down low. Obviously, Nembhard can't do anything to that. This is a nice play in transition here, which, the Knicks haven't really been good at, but I like this action. Mikal swings it to Hart, manning the helm. And then Mikal drives down here, picks up the big man, brings him out to three, leaves Mitch wide open for the slam. Just beautiful execution. I like this play here from the Pacers. McConnell, he's been absolutely phenomenal for this team. His man DeLon Wright picking him up. Obi sets the screen right here. And he waits, swing. DeLon picks him up, the switch, that's what they wanted. Blows right by him for the reverse lay. Nice and easy. This is a simple play here too, just a little driving kick, but really what I wanted to highlight was the defensive breakdown. This is totally on Hart, and I'll show you why right here. His man is Siakam, and obviously McConnell draws a help defense, but eventually leaves Siakam wide open for this shot. Hart can't get back. And, that's just cash money. Come on, man. So we got another defensive breakdown by Hart here. Start with Siakam blown by Mikal. Swings it out to Tyrese. And then Tyrese goes in, draws a help defense. As you can see, Hart goes away from Jarris Walker. Leaves him wide open for the three. Splash. All right, now I have a big problem with this play. OG's defense is absolutely phenomenal, don't get me wrong. He just can't bring the ball downhill or in transition at all. I mean, you see it right here. Just a little poke by Siakam, flies around, stays down on the ground, probably thinking he's going to get a foul. I think that's what Hart thinks too, but gets back slow on defense, leaves Mathurin all the way down here for another corner three. And you could kind of see Hart getting upset here, probably wanted the foul called in Anunoby, but you just got to get back on defense, man. All right, so for this one, we just got a nice little high screen from Mitch, but I really wanted to talk about what happens after this play. I mean, you can just see Mitchell tries to cut, Turner stays with him, so it just leaves Brunson and Tyrese one-on-one. Nice little leg. Stays down, wants to end one, but Tyrese sees that, so he gets the ball in quick. Drives down the court. Brunson's slow to get back on defense. And it leaves Nesmith in the corner for wide open three. All right, so you got a nice little high screen roll from Thomas Bryant for Tyrese. Real reason I want to show this play is because of Mitchell Robinson's ability to get back and still be able to block this shot. So you see Mikal unable to get around the screen, draws the help from Mitch, but on the roll, Mitch sees that, gets up, blocks it. Incredible. All right, so for this one, you got Mathurin bring the ball up from half court. What I really want you to keep an eye on is Obi Toppin, because you see him in this corner over here. He's just lurking, right? I mean, you already know it's a mismatch on Brunson, but you got a little pick and roll from Bryant here for Mathurin. Mitch is on him, so he can't guard him. Swings up to Tyrese. You can go back, and then you see once he swings it to Tyrese, Obi's like, all right, time to go. Cuts down, wide open, gets the M1 on Brunson. All right, so we got Mathurin holding the ball here again. Nice little post up on Hart. Swings it to Siakam, who drives and draws a help defense from Ben Shepherd's man, DeLon Wright, right here. And Siakam sees that after a nice little spin. Wide open shot, money. All right, so for this one, I give a lot of credit to the whole Pacers defense because the way they played this was really well. You could see Siakam noticing the little gap where Hart was going to pass the deuce over here and clearly takes advantage because there's no other openings in the paint there and allows them to get another easy bucket. I do give Hart props, though, for getting back and defending really well, I might add, but Mathurin was just able to get around him for a nice little transition, too. This play right here happened because Cat wasn't able to get back on defense in transition. Knicks' transition defense is just really bad overall, but leaves Jarris wide open, who swings it to Miles, but eventually swings it back to Jarris for the three. Cat thinks Miles is going to drive over here, doesn't, swings it back to Jarris for the three. All right, so you already see that they're double covering Brunson right here. Leaves Mikal wide open for the cut, and this is when I think he's really at his best. I think he could have just went up with it right here, but waits a second, swings it to Hart, goes at the rim. I think that was an M1, I'm not sure, but either way, he gets the bucket. All right, so this play doesn't really work out as planned, but you see Mikal lob it to Cat. Mikal sees Brunson, sets a screen. Nembhard gets around it, but then Cat sets another screen, which I love. Double screens are amazing. And then you got Brunson going right at Miles Turner and gets a nice little fade. All right, so this one kind of bothers me. You see Cat get the ball. Siakam clearly loses him here, but once he goes to the rim, goes right at Mathurin, which sure, you probably could have dunked it, but he contested that well. And you see Anunoby creeping up down in the paint for the nice little triangle pass, which I think he should have done because that's a safer move, but he gets the N1 here anyway, so I guess it worked out. This is probably my favorite play of the game right here, just because of the way they pass the ball. If you guys know what the triangle is, it's the offense that Phil Jackson used when he coached MJ and Kobe, and it was extremely effective. So you see a little swing from Hart right here. Nobody's guarding Mikal, I mean nobody. So he cuts down the middle here for the open pass, goes under, Nembhard's guarding him well, so he sees that Cat's right under and swings it for the nice little dunk. Just a beautifully executed play. And that's pretty much it.